Have you ever been watching a spooky movie and you're hoping to see the best weapon crafted carefully by the gods to make an appearance, but then it finally does and is completely useless or just downright neglected? Well, that's what I would like to discuss with the class today. Poorly utilized crowbars in horror movies. Well, specifically these three movies, because that's all I have time to talk about before I gotta clock into my 9 to 5. But you can change that if you subscribe and watch my video, put it on loop, do something like a ding 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 with the bell. I won't be doing full reviews on these movies. I'll just give context to the story and then get into these scenes with the legendary weapon. I'll give thoughts here and there, but don't be expecting a full breakdown from me. This ain't that kind of video. Let's start with this movie from the 90s. I Know What You Did Last Summer. This movie was released in 1997. The movie starts with some guy drinking on the rocks. I'm sure he'll come into play later, and boom bang, some fireworks. Gotta celebrate Daphne winning some pageant. Then they go to the beach for scary stories and a little drinking. That leads into both couples having a little foreplay. What is Daphne doing with another man? Wait a minute, what is Fred doing with another woman? But after a little fun, it's time for these murderers to hit the road. The one D-bag is a bit woozy and can't drive even though
nobody drives my car but me. Got that shit smeared.
Loud and clear.
Or what the hell is this crap?
They just ran somebody over.
Oh my god, we hit a boat!
Where's the foot?
I think he's dead. Can't tell. His face is all messed up.
Wow, Fred here has always been quite the detective.
All Fred Jones had to say was,
I think Coolsville sucks.
And then they all agree to throw the body in the ocean.
We agreed!
God, come on, Barry, it's not too late.
You! Shut up!
Christ already, I'll do it.
Come on, guys, let him live out his long dream of being the prom queen. But in all seriousness, is the crown really that important? The dude just came back to life and snatched it off her head. I had to be booking it. Why are you screaming now? Like, the dude showed you that he was just alive. Did you forget already? Why are you shocked? Get out of there! And with no pressure at all, they all nicely agreed to never speak of this day again and to take it to their grave.
Okay, Barry, we take this to the grave.
It'll be okay.
Ooh, I'm not mad at you. I'm just slightly disappointed with your look if I ever seen one. Considering the size I'm packing, I can point at that look a mile away. It has been 1 year since the fatal accident. And let's skip a lot of bullshit that isn't important and let's get to some action. There's this bozo and he seems to be the first victim. This music indicates that something bad is about to happen to him. Oh snap, is that a crowbar that the killer is wielding? How is that useless if the killer is using a crowbar to do the killing? Wow, think again. That's just a fisherman hook. You see, a crowbar never makes an appearance in this movie. A crowbar won't show its beauty until the next movie that came out a year later. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. With a crowbar. Moving on over to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. But there's one thing about this universe I just don't understand. Does winter just not exist in this universe? It's always summertime. Or what you did there is summer. Like, let's go make some fucking snow angels or something. Jesus Christ. Let's do some character reacting. Daphne and D-Bag number 1 died. Rest in peace. Fred and the empath girl took out the killer themselves and now they are faced with another. But more on that later, maybe. Miss Sympathy is going on some vacation, then we can skip a few. Killer strikes again and everyone groups up. This dude named Tyrell ain't gonna take shit.
Now we can sit here like assholes and wait for them to pick us off, or we can go find them first.
It's not him.
Fuck that. We gotta do something.
Alright guys, now get your dicks out of your popcorn buckets cause it's time. This is where it happens. This is the scene we've been anticipating all video. He grabs a motherfucking crowbar. Oh boy, there's no wrongdoings here. What is a fish hook to a bar of high carbon steel? Let's transition. They're all yapping, waiting for the fisherman, and then Tyrell did the unthinkable. He puts the crowbar down?
You what?
Why prance around with it for so long if you're just gonna put it down? Let me at least get a practice swing. And prior to walking up to that table, he did a little whoosh off the table, but he didn't even use the crowbar for that. He used his fucking hand. So don't come at me in the comments if you've seen this movie before. I left that scene out purposely because he didn't use the crowbar there either.
Flashlights, torches, guns, whatever the fuck they got on us.
Bro, seriously looking for a gun right now? Did they not learn anything from that movie Jack Reacher? Maybe we'll have better luck with the third movie. How always know what you did last. Alright, these titles are starting to get ridiculous. Fuck the story, let's just skip to the crowbar action. It's just a bad jump scare with a dude holding a crowbar. So fucking lame. No wonder this movie made it to the 0% club. And that's an accomplishment. That's pretty hard to do. Alright, fuck this franchise. Next movie. Totally Killer was a slasher movie put out by Amazon MGM in the year 2023. So I'm just a few years late to this one, but enough chit chat, let's get it rolling. Halloween night 2023. I love when movies take place during modern day. I feel I have a better connection with it. I can't relate to cowboys in outer space because quite frankly, I've never rode a horse or been on an airplane before.
3 girls were found brutally murdered.
Wait, did I accidentally click on one of them true crime podcasts?
Crime, conspiracy, cults, serial killers, and murder. All things that I love to consume, and I know you do too, you sick, twisted, intellectual, beautiful-minded freak!
And a mask, which has become infamous in Vernon, where every Halloween, people still dress up as the murderer.
Oh, so this movie's gonna be a satire piece on real life. Like, this is clearly poking fun at that time a lot of morons decided to be Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween. Thanks a lot, Netflix.
What are you gonna do? Told you. We're gonna hang out and watch a movie.
Yes, it was here that the Sweet 16 killer began their murderous rampage.
Killing 3 people. I don't know about you, but when I think serial killer, I think like at least 6 people.
Let's give it up for Angie, who wishes there were more people killed. Okay, moving on.
Hey, that's my line!
Too loud. Honey, I'm just trying to save your eardrums.
We finally get our first look at the main character, Jamie, and her sister? Mom? Who knows?
I'm meeting Amelia.
Jamie, you're meeting Amelia for what?
She won 2 tickets to the Killer Instinct concert.
Killer Instinct? Since when did they start doing concerts? Wait, since when did they start making music? Oh shit, her dad is the same D-bag that caused that car wreck in the last movie. Such a small world.
Honey, who else is going to the concert?
God, what's the big deal, guys? I'll be home by curfew. Sweetheart, you know how hard this time of year is for us. I mean, especially now that you're the same age as we were.
So if you haven't been paying attention, let me catch you up to speed. When Jamie's mom was 16, all of her friends were brutally murdered by the same serial killer, and she was able to escape. But now she is overly protective of her daughter, and that is driving a crowbar in between their relationship. And nope, that is not what I mean by there's a crowbar in this movie. We'll get to it, alright? But anyways, I hope Jamie going out this Halloween doesn't have any consequences. Jamie just had to go to some video game music concert thingy, and now her mom is dead. It's the next day, and now Jamie is the next target of the killer. He chased her into a time machine disguised as a phone booth. Oh, I probably should have mentioned the time machine earlier when it was revealed. Well, too late for all that now because it is now 1980, and time machines don't exist in the 80s, and that's gonna be a problem for Jamie. She catches secondhand smoke along with a ride to school. The 80s, man, what can I tell you?
Here's your schedule.
Okay, you don't need to verify anything.
What is this, Fort Knox? You're late for gym.
Do you get it? Because this was a time before school shooters. If the movie Sixth Sense would have been out in this time of history, then you could say she would have a connection with Bruce Willis right now.
You're out, bitch! No, Pam Miller is like nice. Are you
smoking crack. Crandall is the Wicked Witch of Vernon.
Jamie is now learning that her mom was a total see you next Tuesday. After taking many balls to the face, she meets up with her friend's mom, and I don't feel like explaining the synopsis, so I'm just gonna let her explain because it's very convoluting.
Your daughter, Amelia, who's my best friend, built a time machine based off of plans from a notebook, your notebook. It's called like Lauren Creston's Brilliant and Unusual Ideas. And I used the time machine to escape a killer who had recently resurfaced after being long dormant ever since his first murder spree, which begins tonight. So I need your help to catch the killer so he can't kill my mom.
Thank you, Jamie, for doing my job for me.
There are a lot of theories about time travel. The one that I consider to be the most promising is... How much do you know about quantum mechanics?
I saw Endgame, but I didn't really understand it.
And I'm with her. After Iron Man died in Endgame, I was expecting the next Spider-Man movie to be free of Iron Man, but nope, they still managed to have the main villain of that movie to have ties to Iron Man, even though he was always a Spider-Man villain up until this movie, so that shit didn't make much sense to me either. Jamie is now on a mission to try to stop the killer from killing the teens that the killer had originally killed. She was unsuccessful twice. But you know the old phrase, teenagers will be teenagers.
Murder cabin!
But now they're finally on board because Jamie was able to convince him that she's a sidekick.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Marissa was the one who was supposed to die in the cabin.
Wait, what? She's psychic.
And next up is a scene we've all been waiting for. Well, I've been waiting for because I'm the one making this goddamn video. Let's all play a fun game. Which character here do you think is wielding the almighty crowbar? Who has a crowbar? If your guess was the character on the right, then you're wrong and probably stupid. Oh, and now you're guessing the character on the left? Yeah, you should get checked for donkey brains pronto. Because the correct answer was none other than Pam, the mother of Jamie. I always knew I had the hots for this lady, but I didn't need a slap across my face. A crowbar is the obvious choice when hunting down a killer, so Pam is clearly the one with the brains in the group. Please don't make me regret saying that. They all group up at the fair because they plan to catch the killer and give him a taste of his own medicine. That's right, they're planning to kill the killer. A little hypocritical if you ask me.
Welcome to the House of Horror!
They set up a trap for the killer. Oh shit, there's the killer! Oh, where's Pam with the crowbar? Fuck out of here with a baseball bat. There she is! Bro, what the fuck, really? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Anyways, they ended up killing the killer, sadly not with a crowbar.
It doesn't matter now, right? He's dead!
Oh shit, there's another killer! Quick, someone get the crowbar! Nope. They all run away forgetting all about the crowbar's existence. But yeah, the crowbar warrior Pam got taken out way too quick. They did all that build up showing off this crowbar just for her to get smacked one good time. And that's what makes this a poorly utilized crowbar. Anyways, I'm done with this movie. I guess you'll just have to find out what happens
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
If you've never seen the movie, then I def recommend it. Even with the useless crowbar scene, it's still a really good movie. Time to move on to the final movie we'll be discussing today. And then all you can move on with your lives. But I really appreciate you guys watching. And here waits the final movie that I'll be discussing in this video. What the fuck's with all the smoke? Smoking causes coughing. It's in the language of France. It's not your traditional horror movie. You see, the horror takes place in between a silly Saturday morning action. As you can see here, this movie is a parody on shows like Big Bag Beetleborgs and the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Here's them fighting a giant tortoise, and then a lot of minions come in. Wait, what the fuck is going on? When did the bowl of Fruity Pebbles appear? Oh, I accidentally set on a remote, my bad. It doesn't sound like much of a horror movie, but it is indeed a horror movie. It's just way more funny than scary. The story is rather simple. The Tobacco Force are bored during a mission, so they all decide to tell some scary stories around the campfire. Yeah, that's right. It's an anthology movie. So step aside, Creepshow and Trick or Treat. You finally got some competition. And thankfully, the crowbar appears in the first spooky story, so I won't have to spoil too much of the movie. The story starts off with a couple going through the closet when they found a strange-looking helmet. It reminds me of something from that one game that came out recently. There's no crowbar in it though, so don't even bother with it. Their friends come on over to hang out. They're having a great time, and that's when the woman from earlier disappears and reappears wearing the big old helmet. Her boyfriend is a little uncomfy by it, but the other couple seems to find humor in it. We transition to everyone dancing besides old Helmet Head. We get a glimpse into her brain.
Qu'est-ce qui danse mal ce con putain? On dirait un débile. I'm not sure of the reasoning behind her thoughts,
but she seems very unhappy with her marriage. I don't know if it's the helmet talking or if she's always been this way. She even goes on to say she has never loved her husband for a single second. She then starts to feel disconnected from reality. Her body is physically there, but her mind is elsewhere. Very far. We cut to her soaking in the bathtub fully clothed, and everyone is concerned, and rightfully so, cause what is Helmet Head over here doing? But she tells them all to just leave her be. They don't listen, and now they got her in the garage. Bro is gonna attempt to saw it off. It's not a foot, my guy. She is very content with feeling elsewhere. She ain't liking this, and that's when she plucks a screwdriver right into the loser's eye hole. She rises like the Undertaker.
We're gonna put the Undertaker away.
She isn't done yet. She gives him one good pickaxe to the head to free his soul. She approaches the tool rack, and the first thing that catches her eye is none other than a crowbar. Ooh, she can do some crazy damage with this bad boy. What? Alright, whoever wrote this filth, you don't know what you just done. You just made the biggest enemy out of me. It was looking to be a 5 out of 5 star movie, but I'ma easily knock off 2 stars from this disrespect. Out of all the weapons to just pass up like that, it is insane to do a crowbar, especially when there's already a lack of crowbars in media. But what weapon does the lady settle on? A fucking umbrella. She just spat in my face, and now she will use an umbrella to hide herself from the shame that she just rained over my body. They must do things differently over there in French fry land. Anyways, no need to go further into the movie. Besides a total disrespect of the greatest weapon ever made, this movie is great and more clever than it comes off. I'm a little lightheaded, holy hell. I had a great time with this total nonsense, so all of you should definitely go check it out on Disney Plus after watching this video, of course. But good news, the video is officially over, so no excuse.
Out with the bang and the fishing meme. Suck a dick with some things. If you like what you see, you can be my next sub and jingle my bell. Stupid ass bitch, better buy what I sell. We the Crowbar gang and it's Crowbar.